Many people ask if they can reduce the risk of breast cancer with diet. The answer is yes, you can. My name is Vanessa McMinn and I am a public health dietitian working within the Southern Health and Social Care Trust. In this video, I will be discussing how we can reduce the risk of breast cancer through diet. We know there are many risk factors associated with developing breast cancer. Unfortunately, some we are unable to do anything about, example age and family history. However, there are some things that we do have control over. The three main diet interventions that have been scientifically proven to help reduce your risk of breast cancer are, first of all, our diet quality, making sure we give our body the nutrients that it needs and also to limit those foods that we know causes harm. Second of all is alcohol. There's very strong evidence that the more alcohol that we drink, especially binge drinking, the higher the risk of developing breast cancer. And thirdly, weight management. Poor diet quality and alcohol consumption both contribute to weight gain, and the more weight that we put on, the higher the risk of developing breast cancer. So how to increase our diet quality? The body is very complex and we need lots of different types of foods to give us everything that we need. There is no superfood that will provide us with all the nutrients that we require. And taking a supplement should never replace the intake of quality food. Relying on supplements alone to provide the nutrients is not recommended and may not actually be safe. To eat healthily, we should try to follow the Eat Well guide. This guide demonstrates the different food groups that we need in order to provide our body with all the essential nutrients that our body requires to help fight infection, reduce inflammation, promote good bowel and digestive health, stay hydrated, and look after all our vital organs. The first thing we need to do to improve our diet quality is to increase our intake of fruit and vegetables. These foods provide many of the vitamins and minerals our body requires to fight infection and disease. Aim for 5 or more portions each day. We can easily reach 5 a day if we include fruit with our breakfast, have fruit or raw vegetables as a snack, and take a good helping of salad or vegetables with each meal. A portion of fruit and veg is what we can hold comfortably in our hand. Only one 150 ml drink of fruit juice or smoothie can be classified as one of your 5 portions per day, as blending them releases the natural sugars and it becomes more like a sugary drink. It's best to eat the fruit as a whole food where possible. The second recommendation is to make sure we have enough fibre in the diet. Research has shown that women who have higher intakes of fibre in their diet are less likely to develop breast cancer. Higher fibre intake also improves bowel health, heart health, mental health, and help with diabetes control. We can increase our fibre intake by choosing higher fibre breads and cereals. These starchy carbohydrates are a healthy part of the diet. However, we do tend to eat too much of them. Try to swap from white to whole grain. Keep the skins on your potatoes, but have a smaller portion at each mealtime. Remember, eating more fruit and vegetables increases the fibre, so aim for your 5 or more portions each day. In order for us to get the full benefits from fibre needs plenty of fluid to work. Try to have an extra glass of water with each meal and sip water throughout the day. Most people wait until they're thirsty before they drink, but we really should be drinking to prevent thirst. A general rule is to aim for approximately 2 litres each day, but if you exercise and if it's a warmer day, you should drink more. Another very well-researched area of diet and cancer risk is processed meat. There is very strong evidence associated with the increased risk of breast and other cancers with intakes of processed meats such as bacon, sausages, burgers, salami, chorizo, and all other fatty meats. Try to eat less of these and replace with other sources of protein, for example, eggs, fish, chicken, turkey, lean meat, and vegetable proteins such as peas, beans, lentils, corn, nuts, and seeds. Research is showing huge benefits of eating more vegetable sources of protein for female health. A handy hint of increasing intake of vegetable sources of protein is to add split peas, beans, lentils, or other pulses into soups, stews, or minced dishes. Dairy products are also a source of protein, and including these in the diet can help reduce breast cancer. Soy alternatives are also safe to use, but please make sure the product that you choose is fortified with calcium. There's lots of evidence linking increased alcohol intake with the increased risk of developing breast cancer. So in short, the more we drink, the higher the risk of developing breast cancer, especially if we binge drink. For example, that means more than 6 units in any one evening. You can still enjoy a night out, but try to minimise your alcohol intake. You could try drinking less alcohol and have more sugar-free mixer. You could have a soft drink or water between each alcoholic drink. And also know your alcohol units and try to stay below your 14 units per week with at least 2 alcohol-free days per week. Being overweight is also an increased risk factor for breast cancer. Many people use fad diets to help them lose weight, but then they can lose their diet quality. Begin by making the dietary changes already discussed in this video. That will be a fantastic start. However, you might also want to be mindful of your overall intake and portion sizes. Some handy hints include using a smaller dinner plate or bowl, cut down on sauces, butter, mayonnaise or oil when cooking and eating, limit the amount of takeaway food you eat each week, and try not to snack between meals. If you do find yourself getting very hungry, reach for a piece of fruit or raw vegetables first. Try to avoid the scones, biscuits, cakes, crisps, or buns. Greatly reduce the intake of all sweets, cakes, buns, biscuits, crisps, and bars. These foods are the main contributors to gaining weight. You could try some food swaps. Any small change that you can make on a daily basis will always get you one step closer to achieving your goals. And don't forget the importance of physical activity to help with weight. And please make sure you watch our physiotherapist video on physical activity included in this family history series. This has been a whistle-stop tour of the key dietary messages to help you reduce your risk of breast cancer. To summarise, remember to reduce your risk of developing breast cancer. First of all, improve the quality of the diet by eating more whole grain foods, more fruit and vegetables, and quality protein sources. Reduce your overall portion sizes, eat less high fat and high sugary snacks, and do more activity. And reduce your intake of alcohol. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have found it useful. If you feel you want more information on healthy eating, please go to the Northern Ireland Public Health Dietitians YouTube channel, where you will find lots of useful webinars and recipes on a whole range of different nutrition topics.